Okay guys, so today we are talking the coolest story ever. It's what I like to call living on the go, the real go. This right here is a shipping container and inside is something else. We're gonna give you a little tour here in a second, but I'm here with Dan Lowry. Now, okay, you look nervous.
I may be.
like I'm about to break into your shipping
To my
container
shipping
here.
container, yeah.
So tell everybody inside, this is actually a...
It's a cabin for it's a cabin to go out on some property I have in the country.
Okay, but a lot of people watching know it as a tiny house.
That's what a lot of people call it.
Okay.
I tried to make it not look like that on the inside, but we can call it a tiny house.
But it truly is a storage container. Okay, so I want to go in. We're going to do a little tour of the tiny house. So right here, storage container, storage shipping container, and then just like that, we have the front door. There we go. Come on in. So cool. All right, Dan, come on over here. JJ's going to just take us on a tour. As you see where he is, show us what we're looking at here.
So this is the breakfast nook. It'll convert into a bed, and this table has a leaf, and it converts also into a bigger table. Back here's the restroom, and the restroom's kind of got some features that aren't apparent to the eye. The toilet doesn't go through the floor, it goes through the back wall. The flush does, the sewer does. Shower's lifted up, so there's no plumbing underneath this thing. So when you put it on a truck to haul it, or a train, you don't have to worry about the plumbing getting caught, or it's totally contained inside the box.
So what made you think, I know you're in the construction business, what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna build a tiny house?
Well, I knew that the cost of these things was very, very reasonable for the price of the box itself. I knew I needed a place on my property to stay. I wasn't ready to build a home permanently there. It still needs to be cleaned up a lot more, and so I didn't even know what part of the property I would even start building on. So I decided to take something that was a permanent construction, but that could be moved, because I didn't want something that would be deteriorating. I didn't want an RV that had a model date that was getting older and older over the years. I didn't want the pressures of having to worry about if the thing was leaking or if rodents were getting in underneath it while it was unattended out in the country.
So you had a whole lot of reasons.
I had a whole lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And so I thought about it and just got a piece of graph paper and started coming up with a floor plan.
And how many square feet?
It's roughly 300 square feet on the inside.
Okay. So we've got, just so you guys know, I'm living the life in here. It feels good. It's cool. You've got plumbing. You've got AC. You've got a stove, a refrigerator. You've got everything. Like
Yes.
you can live here.
Yes.
And it sleeps what, 6 people?
It can sleep 6 people. There's 3 beds. The couch makes it to a bed. The bedroom we haven't gotten to yet. It's back there, and then of course the breakfast nook makes it to a bed.
And now this one is on the higher end. You said, between 25 and 50,000, which is kind of nice though, because you said you could drop it at the beach if you wanted, right?
It would be hurricane resistant.
Right. It actually, let's tell everybody, it went through Hurricane Harvey.
It was here during Harvey and did fine.
It did just fine.
Did just fine.
Very cool. And then the cool thing is you can decorate it like on the inside. You wouldn't even know. And you're responsible. This is Lauren. She is your daughter-in-law, and you were responsible for making it look. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
All the decorations. So did you have did he give you any inspiration, or you said, let me just handle this?
Well, he wanted a durable floor that could withstand dirt, and so we kind of took the inspiration from the flooring and the colors. We wanted it to have an industrial feel to it, but yet not feel cold, and so we just kind of pulled from the natural colors in the floor and built the whole design off of it.
Awesome. And you were saying durable. This will last how long?
Longer than any home, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no termites can't affect it. It's sealed tight. It won't rot. The maintenance on it's pretty minimal. Pretty minimal.
I mean, we've seen the shows, the tiny houses, and I've never been in one. So I was like, I'm going to go do a tour. And honestly, I was kind of joking around before the segment. I was going to be like, all right, now I'm in the kitchen. Now I'm in the living room. Now I'm outside, But it's actually really spacious. And I mean, less than like around 300 square feet. That's a lot of living can be done here.
And Lauren was really hardcore about saying we can't make this look like college dorm. We don't want college dorm stuff in there, and so that was a good guideline to keep us from falling off the edge.
Well, this is really cool. And so you said you're picking it up tomorrow morning, right? They stayed here just for us here in Houston so that we could come check it out. But you're moving it out tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow morning the truck will come, tie onto it, and 100 miles away from here, and he'll drop it off, and
it'll be all set up again.
And the electricity and water are waiting on it.
Oh, very cool. Well, thank you for welcoming us into your home.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming.
One more question. How long did it take to build?
Well, that's the problem. I had a lot of projects. I got really busy in between, so I've been on this. I bought the box a year ago, March. So it's been over a year of just coming and working a couple days here and there.
But you could put it together.
Not working on it for a month. You could build this pretty easily in 2.5 months, 3 months. Especially now that I know what I need, and I'm not waiting on things to get here. I can order things in advance. I mean, we literally would do some things and stop and think about it and do, like the air conditioning. We started the framing, had to wait for the air conditioning system. And this is it's a mini split, but we put it in like a central air unit in a home. So it's ducted, and so if you close the doors, you still get air conditioning in the rooms. And some of those things kind of drove the cost up a little bit, but it made it like I wanted it.
Yeah, well, it gives a whole new meaning to home away from home, because you're home, but you're not necessarily in Houston anymore, but you're still home. So home away from home is what this is.